Welcome along to our big match preview. I'm backed by Ladbrokes for the season. Remember to go ahead and check out our Ladbrokes odds boost available in the link below to instantly increase your odds for the weekend. T's and C's apply. Saints are back at St Mary's on Sunday as they host Liverpool, and I'm with Clive to look ahead to the match. And we've got some reasons to be slightly cheerful, mate, haven't we? We're out of the bottom three. Great win at the weekend over West Brom. And last weekend, you know, you'd like to think to take some of that confidence into this weekend, which is now 6 games unbeaten. Finally, some belief.
Yeah, I think so, Freddie. And I think there's a bit of momentum to the team and definitely an increase in confidence. Obviously, this game is going to be very, very tough. Liverpool, and they've had some hiccups lately, but generally they've been pretty consistent this season in the league. So it's going to be tough. We all know that. There's going to be a lot of spice to it because of the Liverpool connections. Massive, of course, with Van Dijk. I just hope in many ways that the Saints fans don't become too embroiled in that and just concentrate on getting something, you know, giving the team their full backing and the team getting something out of this game.
Yeah, and we've seen some really nice support over the last few home games and excellent support away from home as always. Great effort from the lads at the weekend. 3 well-taken goals from the lads. Ward-Prowse, Stevens, excellent strike by Lamina, and it's a win we desperately needed. Pellegrino actually said to the press after the match, you know, it's a great win. He was very much under pressure and he hopes to build bridges with the fans. Do you think he's bought himself some time?
Points will always build bridges with the fans. Positive play will always build bridges with the fans. That's got to be the name of the game. We've got to think positive. We've got to have a go at teams. We can't keep sitting back. Because the lads proved it on Saturday. When they attack teams, they can really play some good football. And with that confidence, all of a sudden the goals start coming. And they're coming from different areas. All right, the forwards haven't delivered yet. But, you know, Guido Carrillo with that near-post effort, which is with an amazing save by Foster, that shows you that lad's got good movement. He got across his marker there. And I think, having watched some of his goals, that's how a lot of his goals have come by. Going far post and then hitting the near post, and let's hope that he can get off to the mark. Charlie Austin's nearing to fitness. Obviously, Shane's worked like hell since the last few games. Hasn't had like definitely should have scored up there, but you would never fault his heart and his determination for the team. So reasons to be cheerful.
And we haven't had much of that over the last 12 weeks or so. Yeah, excellent movement by Carrillo for his attempts at the Hawthorns, and that's what that's why £19 million was invested into him. But this weekend, in particular, you've briefly touched upon it. Very much significant for one certain Dutch defender. Virgil Van Dijk makes a return to St Mary's for the first time with Liverpool on Sunday, and I think it's pretty certain he will get a frosty reception.
Of course he will. Of course he will, but let's make it Saints v Liverpool, not Saints v Van Dijk, because you can end up the amount of players that Liverpool sign, which is obscene in my opinion. It is obscene that they've signed so many players. I think there should be limits on how many players one team can sign from another. But you'd be booing the whole bloody game. If you want to boo Van Dijk, we're going to boo Lallana. Who, I don't know, is he suspended because of getting sent off last night? Klein is obviously injured. Sadio Mane has been very much part of Liverpool's play, so you imagine he'll be playing. So you could end up booing the whole game. Let's concentrate on Saints, supporting the Saints. That's our team, not ex-Saints, because they've gone. They've made their choice. We are where we are today, and we've got to fight to stay up. And I want the supporters to fight us to stay up. You know, the away fans have put the home fans to shame recently, seriously, on Saturday and at Watford and Fulham. It's been such a refreshing atmosphere there. I would just wish that the whole of the sides and the chapel would get together in unison with the other guys who sing. Because let's face it, there's only about 3,000 people that sing in that ground at the moment. And it should be 20,000 plus. They can help. They can definitely help us. And it's going to be a roller coaster. We all know that.
Certainly will be a tough game. And since Mr. Van Dijk has left us, we've only lost once on the 2nd of Jan. Liverpool failed to keep a clean sheet whilst he's been in the team, giving away a last-minute penalty last weekend. A bit of a swing on the left foot when he's aiming for Eric Lamela, but it's funny how things work out, right?
Yeah, well, let's hope it is funny, and let's hope we're still smiling, because that's all that matters, Freddie. You can analyse things as much as you like. I was amazed and really heartened by the guy who in the wheelchair, was his name Mark, is it?
Yeah.
Who gave his opinions after the game and just emphasised how much Saints meant to him and meant to all us supporters. And I think that's the sort of spirit we want. Not hate towards Liverpool, not hatred towards Van Dijk. It's all about what Saints are doing. And I just want to concentrate on that. And that's all that's important. You know, we go into the game as massive underdogs, but with effort, determination, and everything going for us, we have a very serious chance of getting something here.
And actually, he in particular, Van Dijk, has been to the press this week. He said he won't be bothered by the boos, but surely that will upset some sort of mentality instilled in his belief, on Sunday afternoon.
Well, much like Saints' crisis at the turn of the year, it really is about confidence. And clearly, OK, he had that great start when he scored against Everton in the Cup, but his performances, he looks very comfortable on the ball, but there have been moments in games where he's lapsed concentration. And that's where other teams have caught him out. And of course, because of that transfer fee, because of all the attention being on him, any tiny little mistake has been exposed. I personally think he's a great player. Sadly, I lost. But, if his mind's not on it and he lapses concentration, that means we've got a chance. And we definitely have. And Liverpool's defending its set pieces, and the fact that we've scored and done quite well at set pieces recently must point to an advantage to Saints in that department.
Yeah, absolutely. And we shouldn't be exploiting one player in particular. There's a lot of places that we can exploit. I mean, last time at Anfield, it was probably one of the worst performances that I've seen of the season at that time, and we've had a couple of worse ones after that point. No shots on target on the day. A pretty comprehensive victory for Liverpool, 3-0. They made it look easy. But what do you think of our chances this weekend and continuing some of that? Some of the same what we saw last week?
Difficult to say, because I fancy us to have a go. I fancy us to be massively improved on the performance at Anfield. But you never quite know what Liverpool's turning up. They've been Jekyll and Hyde recently. They can play fantastic football, and you have to take your hats off to Salah, who's been one of the players of the season. Some fantastic goals. Keep it off his left peg, because his right one's for standing on it, appears. He's so good. Mane, we all know what Mane can do. Yeah, and Firmino, they've even made a song up. So, but it's. I wouldn't like to think too much about Liverpool, because you've got to do your own work. You've got to be positive Saints, take the game to them, see out the early stages. Obviously, it's important that Liverpool don't get ahead, because you'd fear for us if they do early in the game. Don't let them flow. They want to play flowing football. They want to play free football where they open up the spaces. Coutinho is a big miss for Liverpool, a really big miss, because with those guys up front to fire the bullets, he was utilising the space in midfield. He's not there no more. It feels like they've got to work more to get their chances. All in all, on most occasions, you'd say you'd have to put Liverpool red-hot favourites, but we all know that in football things can turn on their heads, and we all know that Saints, when you least expect it, they pull out the goods. And we're due a win against one of these top sides. We really are due a win. You've seen Watford do it against Chelsea. You've seen Swansea do it against Liverpool, even Huddersfield against United. Somewhere along the line, we need a win against these big guys. Four games left against the big teams. There's no reason why, with the football we've played lately and the determination in the side, that we can't turn one of these big teams over. Please let it be Sunday. Please let it be Sunday.
Massively overdue. We haven't won against top six sides since Ronald Koeman was in charge. But what's your prediction on Sunday, mate? Give us a score that we can hope for.
Oh, I hate this, Freddie. Come on. I hate predictions, because I haven't got one anywhere near, I don't think. But, OK, I'm going to go for a battling 1-1 again, and loads of controversy with the referee, obviously. And I just hope, finally, that any Saints fan, look at that lad, Mark, and look at what he said. And if there's fan, I'd love for the team to be able to see that, just to realise what it means to fans. I think there's been so much bad news all season, and it's been a tough year for Saints. When you can see a chink of daylight, take it. Let's keep going forward. Let's keep that momentum going. We'll bring the scouts down. Whoa, we'll bring the scouts down. Yeah, well, there you go.
A classic. But make sure you go ahead and check out Mark's video over in the cards. It's an excellent plea and an excellent reaction to the game last weekend. But excellent stuff, mate. And you've also heard it here first. Saints are going to draw 1-1 at the weekend. Remember to go ahead and leave us your predictions in below as we host Liverpool on Sunday afternoon. Leave us your likes, your comments, and subscribe for more.